Today's going to be a fun show. We've got a big episode for you. If you are somebody who's good at picking out the news, if you've got like your pulse on what's going on in the one-wheel communities, if you think you've got a good idea for direction, might have an opportunity for you. Stay tuned. We'll do that in a minute. Clyde, drop a beat. Welcome back, folks. Huge voice of One Wheel today as the Float Queens take over in the Hive. TTR Studio A is buzzing. Belly's in the house. He's back from last week. Excited to talk to you guys. What's up, man? How we doing?
Hey, guys. Sorry I missed you.
How could you be mad at that face? You just can't. But we're glad to have you back. So, last week was fun. This week will be even more so because we're going to get into how the One Wheel has completely made our snowboarding experience way better. This is a different screen. We are not used to that. I can't have that in my life. Not going to do it.
Nope.
So I guess we'll do...
Forgot about that one.
Maine is the one. That's where we go, folks. Let's do this thing. I've got blunders. I've got two things where I put my foot completely up my mouth, out through my ass. It was the worst thing that ever happened to me. In two different situations, both happening this week. You don't want to miss that. That's coming up next. We've got Jamie Bryan coming up, talking about the progression of where she's gotten to today from where she started, because she started just from bare nothing, just like all of us. And now she's dropping sex change drops off of like 8-inch curbs, and it's just fun to watch. So we'll talk to her in a little bit too. But I got a big announcement. I've got a very big announcement that I want to get to today at the end of the show. If you like this show, if you've been watching this will have to do with you. Hopefully, one of you, at least, for sure. You're going to want to stick around for that. But before we go anywhere, Belly, we got to get to her. It's Amanda Thompson. Ladies and gentlemen, she joins the show. Mandy, what's up?
Hey, guys.
How are you doing? Now, you've been hurt, you've been laid up, you're in PT, and we're getting better. So give me a status. Are you at 100%? Zero? Where are you?
I am getting better, but not there yet.
Very good. Belly, you miss her, right?
I'm somewhere between injured and not injured.
I never miss Amanda because she's always in my dreams.
Well, I mean, that's true.
Belly.
How you've never ridden together, though, because Belly didn't have a one wheel back when you were here.
I know. I have to visit you guys again.
You've been posting a lot of these visits. You're kind of sending me these subliminal messages like, hey, it's time you come up here to Boston, buddy. I got the shirt on for you.
I know, right? I mean, I'm posting old videos because I don't have any new videos because I hurt my ankle.
Well,
so.
when are you coming back? When are you going to be 100%? When can we expect you, like Sly Dog Stroh, to be back and better than ever?
I can't promise anything. My doctor says I can snowboard sometime mid-February to early March.
Okay.
So fingers crossed that pans out.
Well, let's get into that a little bit because I went snowboarding this weekend at Seven Springs. It was an interesting experience. I feel like my face is on fire. Am I yellow today? It's an interesting... I look yellow. This is an interesting little camera setup we've got. Anyway, I went to Seven Springs, and this is the first time that I've been snowboarding since really riding a one-wheel. And now, Mandy, you snowboard a lot. This is something that you've been doing pretty frequently since riding a one-wheel. Am I right?
I mean, not this winter, but yeah, generally.
Well, Belly's got this up, I think, just an idea of what I don't know if that's going to work. There you go.
That
there you go.
is our button.
Nice. Sorry. Yeah, that's me at Seven Springs, and this is my first...
I have a comment on this photo.
What?
Those are some empty
Slopes?
slopes right now.
Yeah, we went on Monday, and we got fresh pow-pow, 4 inches, man. It was awesome.
Ooh.
So good. So what I wanted to bring up is that the first time I ever went... Nice, Belly. The first time I ever went snowboarding after I got a one-wheel, I didn't like it because I was on the East Coast. And it was like a, 1 minute mountain and an 8-minute ride back up to the top. And I kept thinking to myself, I could just be one-wheeling right now. Okay? Mm-hmm. So I actually went home that day. Fast forward 2 years of me just riding one-wheels. Haven't been snowboarding since. Haven't been back to Colorado. I missed those mountains. Finally went up to Seven Springs, which is fairly decent in Pennsylvania. Pretty good runs. Mandy, by the end of the day, I'm in the terrain park, which I've never done in my life. I'm doing 8-foot jumps off of freaking transfers and stuff. I'm a new rider. It's amazing. It's all because of the one wheel, because I'm so used to like looking. I'm just used to riding now. My muscles never got tired throughout the entire day. So can you maybe speak on how the one wheel has affected your snowboarding? Because it really affected mine.
I think the biggest difference has been confidence. Like you said, you're not really taking that time off because you're still using it productively to do something on a board. And you're still, I mean, when I go out, if I'm just riding by myself, maybe I don't push myself. But if I go with other people, if I'm at Float Life Fest, if I'm on a group ride, I am pushing myself and I'm looking at features differently. And, I'm seeing them how other people see them. Maybe I wouldn't look at something and say, oh, I want to go ride off of that. But riding with other people helps me to start seeing things in different ways. And so going out snowboarding, I did make it out once or twice before I got injured this season. And I was, sending it off all sorts of little powder mounds and playing like in between the trees, which was not really my jam before. So
confidence not only in your muscles staying stronger, but I think what she's talking about is so true, Belly. It trains you as you ride a one wheel to look for certain lines, right? You're looking through lines in your neighborhood. You're getting so much more creative. And I think it's pretty interesting to note that when I went out there, I've never been in a terrain park, dude, and I'm doing jumps where I'm getting like a good 3-4 feet of air, and I'm landing them because I'm so used to going off curbs with my one wheel, thinking stay over the wheel. So
you were staying over the wheel.
I was the most balanced I've ever been as a snowboarder. It was unbelievable. So Mandy, I'm very excited for you to get back and healthy. What do you do in a snowboard terrain park? Are you a box girl? You do the transfers? I was really having fun with like. Where you go up, instead of going over a ramp, it's like you go up the ramp and then down the side. Mm-hmm. Those like 90-degree transfers. That was really fun for me. What's your jam?
I don't spend a lot of time in the terrain park, but I do like to get a little bit creative just out on the slope. So one of the most fun things I ever rode, it was actually, if you picture like the slalom course that we had at Float Life Fest this year, it was like that, but snow. It was like S curves back and forth and then a bunch of big rollers at the end that I was like popping off of and getting a bunch of air. And that was me kind of my first time getting comfortable doing jumps.
Okay.
That's so you're telling me you're racing now?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you a speed queen on the mountain?
I don't think so. I mean, I like to go what feels fast to me, but I don't think it's actually that fast.
Does it feel weird, because it did to me, going faster than the typical 15 to 18 miles an hour that I'm used to on a one wheel? When I was on the mountain, I was like, oh man, my initial like governor is going off like, dude, you're going to nosedive. And then I was like, oh man, I'm on a snowboard. This is great.
No, I haven't really had that problem.
Oh, it was weird. I'm going to tell you right now. I had that feeling, and then I was like, oh my God, I can lean into this. This is great. I can't wait. I'm so excited now.
The weirdest thing for me is having so much more board when you get on the snowboard. It's like an extra foot in each direction. It's
true. And you're only further apart with your feet, so you're just more sturdy. It's a sturdier one-wheel experience. It's just. But here's what I would say for anybody who's out there like, oh, cool. I ride a one-wheel. Let me go snowboarding. I'm going to be amazing. No, that's not the case. I don't think it goes backwards. It doesn't go backwards.
I was going to ask Amanda, I've never snowboarded before. So what are the chances I can go out there and be semi-competent on a snowboard after riding a one-wheel?
Is the one wheel your only board sport experience?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
I would probably still recommend taking a lesson. Right. I mean, some people pick stuff up really fast, but it never hurts to take a lesson. It is different, and you're going faster, like Luch said. So
I've skied before,
I would say
so
it probably gives you a little bit of an edge, but it would still help to have a lesson or have at least a friend with you that kind of knows the drill.
Got you. So like I've skied before, so I know some of the snow speed and like stuff like that, but it's
not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not
obviously.
the same.
It's not an electric unicycle. It's a one wheel.
Exactly.
It's very true. Very good. But no, Mandy, tell us why. I mean, I want to hear why you think it doesn't go backwards. Why will riding a one wheel not necessarily train you to ride a snowboard, but snowboarding makes it a lot easier to ride a one wheel?
I mean, I think that they both kind of create feedback into the other. I wouldn't say that it doesn't help. I would just say every board is a little bit different to ride. So, I mean, you also couldn't say like just because you can surf means you can snowboard, or vice versa, because I tried to learn to surf and I wasn't good at it.
I think that's a really good point to take away. And John Stock had a good point. He posted it today. Riding, I don't know what I'm paraphrasing, but basically riding multiple types of boards makes you a better rider, and it's just so true.
Have you tried surfing, Luch?
No, never.
No, never. Me neither. Obviously,
I'm not big on I like the water, but I was the kind of kid when I was a kid. I used to wear those aqua socks. Remember aqua socks?
Yeah.
Shoes in the pool.
Yeah. Well, you should wear shoes.
I wore them in the beach in the ocean because I was afraid of getting stepping on crabs.
I don't like stepping on crab in the
scary,
ocean
man.
either.
Mandy, crab fear or no?
Crab fear.
She's from Boston.
I don't know specifically crabs, just sharp objects in general under the water kind of freaks me out.
Yeah, that seaweed crosses your thigh and you're just like, nope, not a fan.
Or like sea glass that's not sea glass yet.
Not a fan. But I've never ridden my one wheel on a beach because East Coast beach is not super easy to do that on. I don't know, maybe in Florida.
I used to do that on my V1 all the time, and I feel like that thing was such a tank and had no problem with it, but I am afraid to ride my XR on the beach. But I have friends who do it, so I guess I shouldn't knock it.
So who you've been watching while you've been out of commission here for a little bit?
Well, I was super stoked to watch Andrew Stroh's comeback video because it inspires me to feel like I'm going to have a comeback too.
There you go. Woo! You got it. You got it. We can't wait for your comeback video. We're going to play it on here.
Yeah. Can you drop it on our show?
If I make a comeback video, yes, I can drop it on your show.
What
I've
if
also been watching Jamie's Instagram, and I know that's a great intro because she's coming up later. All of her footage from that bike park is making me so jealous.
We're on that page too. That's why we had to have her on.
I saw some of the stuff she's doing. I'm like, God, this girl's getting better and better every day. I can't wait to talk to her. So
she seriously is. Honestly, get me out of here. Bring her on. I want to hear what she has to say.
I want you to give one more shout out. You have a nice little necklace around your neck here, and I want you to show the people the beautiful necklace you got rolling right now.
What is this? What are we looking at for the podcasters?
Can you see it?
To the left.
There you go.
There we go.
That is awesome.
This
a
is
little one wheel.
Silver Float Queens necklace that Angel Cooper made for me.
What's up?
That's awesome. Shout out to Angel.
Yeah, for sure. No, I think
my sister
absolutely earned it. There you go. Yeah. So very good. All right, Mandy. Well, we got to get you out here. Is there anything in the social media lounge that they want to say to Mandy before we get her out? We've got a lot of people watching. I'm not a fan of the water. The strapped-in feet is what I really don't like, says Copy. That's true. I get that if you're not used to it. I'm afraid of sharks more than crabs. Fine with me, Eddie. I feel you, dude. Very good. Snowboard. Sly Dog is here. I snowboarded for the first time last year and killed it. One wheel helped a ton. I totally agree, man. But
I'm out to kill it.
You just take a lesson and it'll fit way easier. Mandy's absolutely right. Okay, Mandy, we got to get you out of here, girl. It's time to go.
Cool. Thanks for having me. Peace out. I miss everyone.
We miss you
Can't wait to
too.
hear from Jamie.
There you go. All right. Thank you, Mandy. We'll talk to you soon. Get better, okay?
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, girl.
Bye.
It's always fun having her on. She's been in Stewed. She's been riding with us. We did a challenge together. She is an OG of the show. So thank you again to Amanda Thompson. One Woman, One Wheel. If you want to hang out with her on YouTube, she's got a cool channel where she does a whole lot of stuff. And she's got 3 times as many followers as we do on Instagram. So go check her out. She's huge. She's a celebrity at this point.
That and, some of her stuff may not be new lately. Go check out her old stuff because it's worth a watch.
Oh, it's for sure.
She's got a lot of great content on there.
So, Billy, a lot to get to here. We'll go talk to Jamie here around 12:30. I want to do some blunders. We'll do that here in a second. You've got some saved videos, too. So we've got a big fun show for you today. A little bit of fun, if you will. We're in a radio setting, okay? So, if we can just laugh for a second. Billy, I got a couple blunders. It's bad. You don't need this for a minute.
How foot in mouth
This was
are
bad.
we talking? You said out through your butt.
How do I get just both of us? Do I do that? Oh, I just
There
want
is
that.
no
That's
way.
what I want.
Yeah, that's how we get it.
This was bad. So,
Where are we? So give me a setting. Describe
I told you guys that I've been producing a podcast that's getting 30,000 downloads now an episode.
Oh boy, this is where we're
it's
going.
been very fun. It's more of a political news breaking kind of a show, and I'm the belly of the show, if you will. It's the Sarah Carter show. It's on all the app podcasts and all that. That's not what this is. It's not a plug for that. She came in with her with her assistant and the other producer of the show. who's a young, like fresh out of college girl. 2 women, basically. Okay, it's me and 2 women, and I'm setting them up in the studio.
Ours or the?
No. At the radio station that I work for.
Okay.
I contract out.
Got it.
So I'm just setting them up, and I say that this is something that only Belly will really appreciate until I explain it. But just for the minute, this is really just for you and me. I said, all right, so ladies, grab your cans. And they were like, excuse me? So would you like to explain to the people why I'm not a creep and what I actually meant?
I think all of us know a set of cans in
radio
and in other ways. Just he's talking about the headphones.
Your headphones
are your cans.
They're called cans.
Yeah,
and I didn't even think about it. I was just like, all right, ladies, grab your cans.
Back in my day, they used to put cans on a string and use them to communicate to each other. So you grab your can and you talk into it while the other's got his ear up to it.
So bad.
But yeah, so they.
Oh, my bad.
They had to laugh that off, though.
No. They were super. As soon as I was like, no. You're okay. Let me explain. So there was that one.
Let me explain before we go to HR.
Number 2 of why I should have been in HR this week at TTR Studios.
At TTR Studios.
Yeah, I've just been awful. My mouth is just, my filter has not been there. And then we'll get to we've got Jamie, we've got some saved videos and a huge announcement at the end of the show. But my best friend's dad basically raised us. I grew up 2 houses down from him, and he passed away 2 years ago from, it was rough. I mean, the guy never smoked in his life, ended up having a back problem, realized that he had cancer in his lungs, spread to his back, and he was dead within like 3 months. It was just brutal, right? Just brutal. And he's one of these guys that was just such a fun-loving, like a Javier, who is just every room he walks into, just the room just lightens up and everything gets more fun. And so I like to say a lot of his sayings and things that he used to say to keep him around, and just keep him with me. And one of those, he would always, when we was coaching baseball, he'd be like, gentlemen, and I use that term loosely, like that's what he would say when he would walk into a room, greeting us as gentlemen. So anyway, I'm at Lockheed Martin the other night, and I'm doing karaoke, and I'm walking up to the front. There's 2 guys at reception, and I say gentlemen, and I use that term loosely, and then I realize one of them is the most flamboyant homosexual. I mean, I'm not saying anything. It's like he would love for you to know that he's not hiding it in any means. I mean, as soon as you meet him, hello, let me grab some bags from you. Like, I mean, that's fine. Like, go for that. But I didn't mean anything by it other than this is one of the funniest things that I say. It makes me chuckle. Nobody ever really gets it. But I looked back and he was like, hey. He took it. I explained and he was so freaking cool about it.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, dude, oh my God, I didn't mean that. That's not what I meant.
Well, I get it in this sense. I've done it. I've done it at the bar where I've made the mistake of, even then, when I say gentlemen, typically the customer is the one that tries to make the joke in that sense. Because I'm like, gentlemen, what can I get you? And they're
Gentlemen.
like, I don't see any gentlemen here.
Right. There's easy ways
We're
to go
all
with
dogs.
But that one bit me in the ass, dude. And I just was laughing. I was like, I got to tell the people this one. This is me being an idiot. But yeah, so what you have a few saved videos. I'm going to get Jamie on here in a minute. But let's go through some of those. In fact, we've got an announcement of its own because we've got a new baby coming into the One Wheel community. And we've got to welcome the 6th of the clan of 8. Parker Tony Steck. Congratulations, brother. 3. Eats a boy.
Touchdown.
That's exciting. Congratulations to Parker. A 6th kid on the way. Which then Jonathan Stock, I think, Belly, does he have something for him? Jonathan Stock says, is anybody else worried when they introduce their wives to Parker Tony Steck that they're going to get pregnant from his handshake? Yes. I think, Billy, we're all a little bit nervous of that if we had wives.
It's a guarantee.
Here at TTR Studios, Clyde's girlfriend.
You should worry about yourself.
Clyde's girlfriend met Parker the other day. She's got 2 kids. Already.
They both I heard it was I heard they both came out with Canadian hats on, so I think it's his cousin.
Clyde and his girlfriend, because simply he was in the room, now has 2 kids with his new girlfriend. How about that? Twins. Congratulations, Clyde, but more so to Parker Tony Steck. Can we get her on? Is it too early?
What's too early?
I need Jamie in my life. I want Jamie B. Can we do that? Let's play some videos from her. We'll just do one of those because it'll be fun. This is Jamie Bryan. She's coming on here in just a second. We'll get here on Skype in a minute or two. But these are the videos that we've been talking about. She's just been posting a lot from this. Looks like Mike's Bike Shop out in Ohio. Mike's Bike Shop. This place looks like one of the coolest places to go ride a one wheel. And Belly and I are sitting here with Clyde, and we're watching, all these rides, and we're just like, I gotta tell you, man, I need her on the show. So Belly, can you work on that? Can you get her in here, and we'll just we'll hang out with the people, and we'll make that happen. Thank you to everybody who's in here. Social Media Lounge, welcome. It's good to have you. Appreciate you for being here today. Since we have blunders, what we're serving in the Social Media Lounge is feet in your mouth. So enjoy that. Tastes great, but before we serve those for anybody, let's go to Jamie. Jamie, what's up, girl? How we doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey,
How are you?
we are good. Look, you just did. I see these. Is that Yeah, there he is. What's up, copy? Now you just did braids. I know you do hair for a living. That's how you pay the bills. You just did braids for a girl. It took 8 hours. Is that right?
Yeah, dreadlocks take a long time. It's a long process.
How long have you had yours?
8 years, almost 9. Sorry, I just got done exercising. I'm like so hyped up right now.
Jamie, that's what they tell you to do before an interview. Go do jumping jacks. You're good. You're ready to go. But I think, do you do like the whole Rastafari and like journey with the deadlocks? Like is that a part of what you do? Is that a part of it?
I mean, I've done all the research in all the different cultures to kind of figure out what they mean to different people. But for me, they're just a hairstyle. It's just hair.
Got it. I like it. I dig it. Well, they look good on you. Can we get them on copy?
Joshua? What? Come here.
Does he have dreads?
Yeah.
Josh, yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, he's been around for like 2 months longer than I had mine.
Oh, dude, nicely done,
Always.
sir. In fact, didn't we figured out it was his video just by the shadow of his dreads. That's right. That's right.
The reason he did it is because he was growing his hair out, and he'd twist up his hair and put it in a hat every day, and then they started locking up. So he asked me to put them on him. So I did like 2 locks in my own hair to make sure I knew what I was doing, and then the rest is just history.
Now but you ride helmets. Both of you ride with helmets. That doesn't affect you at all?
With like extra large helmets.
Got you. Okay. Do you have a problem with people, not to set you up for an explosive argument, but do you have a problem or any issues with people who don't ride with helmets?
I mean, it's their life. It's their head. It's their brain.
Belly?
So
Same. I'm
whatever
on that
they want to
page.
do, like I don't enjoy riding without a helmet. I feel like when I have a helmet on, I send it harder because I'm not as afraid as I am without a helmet. But it's your life. Do what you want to do.
So if somebody showed up to a group ride, because I mean, honestly, I ride without a helmet 40% of the time. And Belly was like, we rode to the group ride together, and he was like, "Oh, dude, what are you gonna do? Are they gonna make fun of you for not bringing a helmet?" I actually brought one. But do you think that somebody would get crap for not wearing one at a group ride? Have you seen that, Belly? I haven't seen that.
Well, I think they've had accidents at other group rides where obviously a helmet may have prevented certain injuries.
You guys don't get too many group rides out there, do you, Jamie?
No, usually when we're down to go on a group ride, no one else is down to go on a group ride with us. So yeah, we'll like go to Cleveland and ride with like Ori and Robert. Sometimes we'll go to Dayton and ride with people, but when we go to Dayton, usually only 2 people will meet up with us, and everybody always has helmets on. I don't think I ever showed up to a group ride with people that didn't have helmets on.
Okay. Interesting. Well, tell me how you've gotten to where you are today, because it seems like you're all about slow progress. I follow you, and you kind of like are about the baby steps make you a better person, and you get a bigger gains that way. So as I'm watching you do sex changes off of like 8 feet drops, and I'm over here in my morning coffee like, damn, girl. Like, how did we get there?
I think a lot of it is mindset. Like, just knowing you can do it and having the confidence to do it, and having someone like Josh standing next to me telling me over and over and over and over and over a million times over again, just do it, you can do it, you're being a wuss, just do it. By the time that I believe myself that I could do it, I always nail it. I always hit it.
I need a Josh. I need a copy in my
I
life
think
on
we
a
all
day-to-day.
need a copy in our life, right?
That's the way you need.
He always says he's a better teacher than a rider, but he's a good rider. He just...
He
I
is
don't know. I
both.
think he gets in his head a lot.
I saw that blunt curb stop, or that blunt stop he did. It's pretty good.
Well, he kind of gets screwed too because I am not a good videographer. Like, I really suck at taking videos of him. So every time that he wants to do something cool, I'm the one taking video, and it usually turns out bad.
It's funny that, like, I said this to Marco Toloda in the DMV group. Every good rider needs a better cameraman.
Even right now, he's putting my phone on a
I
tripod.
can see. I know. He's fixing the wobbliness. I can tell. Copy, you're the best.
He's a
dude.
pro.
So no, that is that is great. Here's a stupid confession. Since this is about Queens, you remember I'll make a Queens joke. I had Jackie Gorel on here, and I actually originally thought that she was a guy because of the way her name was spelled, Jacquui. I thought her name was Jacquui, and that she was a dude. I never looked at her thumbnail picture. We don't know what Copy's first name is.
You don't know what Josh is? It's Josh.
Is it Josh? Okay, so he is Jay of JB, who's also Terry and Copy Imitation.
Yep.
Got it. Josh. That's where it is. Thank you for clearing that up.
The math was very hard for us. We had
ever
conspiracy
call him JB.
maths.
So what I do, he thinks it's weird.
What do you call him?
Yeah, we're both JB. We're the JBs. Our friends call us the JBs.
So what are you guys doing over at Wheel? It's Wheel with Me. Is that right? That's your One Wheel channel?
Yep.
What's going on over there? What's the newest thing that we can expect?
You know what? I'm not even sure. With that, it just kind of spur of a moment. A lot of times, like, I try to plan the week out and at least do 2 videos or record 2 videos a week. But we have been thinking about doing a new rider video and giving people tips on new riding. We've also been thinking about doing a video about winter gear, about what to wear when it's cold outside when you want to ride. But our Ohio weather has been really nice this year. So we just haven't done that one yet because we haven't needed to.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Belly's got your stuff up right now. So Wheel with Me. They are blowing up.
Piggybacking off of your weather video for the most part.
Oh, sweet. No, I mean, I appreciate it. Look, the balaclava is absolutely the best thing that you can have. What else? What would you submit? What's the best thing for cold weather?
Snow pants.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Thermal, like underpants, and yeah, a really good coat. I wear an army coat that I love because I can fall in. I had like a 23-mile-an-hour crash in that army coat, and there's no holes in it.
Jamie, teach me. Jamie, teach me the mindset of how to do a curb, like a slide, like a front foot curve slide. Like, I just want to do a little slide on a block and then get off of it. Give me the mindset.
Okay. So at Float Life Fest, not last year, but the year before, somebody taught me that instead, when you watch people that are really good at skateboarding, they'll come straight at that block and they'll do a straight pivot. Like, they'll turn real fast and catch it and slide. And so I was trying to do that in the beginning, but I just didn't have the skills to figure it out. So somebody taught me that you want to come at it at an angle, at like a 20-degree angle, and just hit it with the corner of the front foot pad. And as long as you have all of your weight down on your front foot, you'll get a slide. Yeah, the board will automatically turn when you get that angle down.
And so where does your weight need to be? Because I'm terrified that I'm going to be too far over my front foot and then it's going to shoot out from over me.
It's almost like if you know how to nudge, you want to have as much weight on your front foot like you would if you were nudging. Like, sometimes if you nudge over the block, it's okay. It's okay. And then you'll eventually start to figure out how much weight you need. But the more weight you have, the longer you'll slide. If you watch like Kyle Taylor, you'll see a lot of times that his back foot will come completely off the board when he's sliding.
So I've seen his tricks when he did that long slide at Float Life Fest. You were saying like his back foot kind of comes off the board. That's almost counterintuitive to my train of thought of it. So
that's why it's
like
so hard to
you
do.
Almost feel like you have to press down, but instead it's loosening up. That's a really good take on it.
I think the thing you have to think about the most is the angle and hitting it at that right angle, and everything else will just kind of come along. Once you get a little bit of a slide, you'll start figuring out how much weight you need and the momentum and the way to position yourself to be able to slide farther.
So I saw you at Float Life Fest dropping some tricks down. Do you have some further confidence, because you obviously had a great showing this year? You got some confidence that you can take down the 2 champs this year, this next upcoming year?
Cecil Diesel, I mean, Raquel, they're coming for you. You coming for
Shenanigans
them?
Squad
What's
had a
going?
strong showing at Float Life Fest, so I got all the faith.
Does guys a really good job. And I think that a lot of things that held me back the last 2 years is mindset. And I've been working on my mindset and just knowing I have the ability a lot. So I'm going to bring it. We'll see what
Hell yeah, no doubt about that. We believe in you. I know you're gonna bring some new stuff to it that is gonna be great this next coming year. So
She's ready to go now. Can we get Copy in there? Is he there?
Yeah. Come here, Josh. He just got done working out too.
Yes, Josh is ready to go. So,
What's up, gentlemen?
hey, dude, can you give us 3 things that we can do? Maybe just one thing that we can do to make our studio better.
I mean, your studio looks great right now.
But I need your help, dude. Look. Can you maybe take the camera and just like walk us around for a second and show us your guys' place? Is that possible?
My house is a complete wreck right now.
Oh, never mind.
we
We have bluff everywhere right now.
Very
Yeah,
good.
It's, our studio is in shambles at the moment. Let's see what I can do real quick. I'll show you all my crap, kind of. I mean, this is where we shoot a lot of videos. Is right here in front of these arcade machines and in front of my like computer area. And then I'll go in here.
everything else is a closet. I get it.
Yeah.
This is just like those fake brick things that you'll see at like Home Depot or whatever. I have 3 of those up because I don't like the orange wall. So I have 3 of those. I have a fake floor. It's literally a vinyl floor.
Dude, they're
just
great.
to make it look fun because my carpet's shit. And then here's all my crap. Let's see if you can. I have a lot of crap. Lots of lights and
Looks organized,
Yeah.
crap. Mine's just piled up.
and
So,
it's just all shoved.
Copy, we've got a lot of listeners who do YouTube videos, and you are somebody who makes a good living on, or you make a somewhat of a living on YouTube videos. With,
Yeah, that's
with Jamie.
my full-time job. I've been really slacking lately, though.
So give us something. Give us like what's the best tip that you can give us on how to fix our one? Well, not us, but like anybody. Like how do we make our videos better? How do we get better traction?
I think your videos look great. The only thing that I have to say is I don't understand why you use square video.
Oh, we're talking about me. Okay, yes, we can fix that. I was gonna say more to everybody. That
I mean, really, it just comes down to a good title. I mean, everyone uses clickbait titles. I try to not use clickbait titles, but I mean, that works. But honestly, one of the biggest things for YouTube is the description, which I noticed you started doing a lot lately. The longer the description, the better the YouTube algorithm picks it up. I don't understand it, and I hate that part about it.
Belly's been doing
All
that.
the keywords.
Belly's been doing that
All the
lately. It's been
keywords.
great.
You're doing really good at that lately.
What do you mean square video? Who's taking square video? We're full 19, 20, 1080, bro.
No, that's not widescreen.
No,
Are we
not
not?
wide.
Are we
Probably
not?
not. We probably have to check that.
All right, we'll talk off air. I knew I could get something out of him. He's so good.
Like,
I
in
trust him.
general, I love your studio setup. It looks amazing right
thanks,
now.
bud.
Honestly, I'm jealous of your studio setup.
Thanks, bud. You guys, you're on the right path because Belly knows the only thing I like about it is this purple blue color, which you guys have all over there in your background. So, all right. So, Jamie and Josh, what is one thing that you want the rest of the riding community to know from not only the Float Queens, but just from you and Josh, and just what should our riders know about you guys?
About us?
Yeah.
Oh, and I don't even know. What should people know about us?
We're just new to board sports.
Yeah, we're completely new to any kind of athletic anything. We both were real partiers when we were growing up and didn't really care about sports or being athletic. And so we just want to show people that anything is possible. As long as you put your mind to it, you can do it. That's all it takes.
I'm down with
When I
that.
first started riding, I thought you had to be like an amazing skateboarder to ride. When I would watch like Jeff or Bodie or anyone, they have years and years and years of experience on skateboards, snowboards, wakeboards, whatever. And I just kind of thought that we're never going to get good at this. But we have gotten good, and we just want to hopefully show people that you don't need to have all these years of experience, and you can jump in at 35 years old and be competitive.
Yep.
And they've shown it for sure.
We feature a lot of their videos.
Stretch, do yoga. If you had an injury in your life, you can fix that injury. I don't care what you say. I completely wrecked my foot to the point that they were thinking about amputating it because I broke so many bones. And I'm fine now.
Oh my
I have,
God.
no hurt in that foot at all anymore because I stretch and I strengthen, and I hate when I see excuses from people that are like, oh, I have sciatic pain. I can't do anything. You can fix it. You can fix it.
Belly?
She hosted a yoga session that I wish I took part in, because she's absolutely right. Just getting the stretches out and helping you get into that get your blood flowing.
Yeah.
Literally just get your blood flowing, and you'll feel so much better.
All right, so you're going to be
Anytime of
at
day.
Float Life Fest 4 doing that for everybody? Is that what I'm hearing?
I'll be there if you find me. I'll show you some stretches. I'll help you out. I'm not going to say I'm going to like teach a class, but if you want to stretch, I'm always down for stretching and helping people.
That's a bet. All right. Thank you so much, Jamie Bryan and her man Josh. Copy Imitation Wheel with me, Terry Peters. So many people over there, all within 2.
Thanks for having us.
We love you guys. You're welcome. Have a good day.
Have a great day, guys.
For joining us. All right, there they go. That was fun. Man, jam-packed day today. They're a cool couple. Belly and I have mentioned a couple times we want to just surprise, like just go and surprise someone at their door and just be like, hey, let's go ride. And I think that would be fun to just randomly go into Ohio and just be like, hey guys, want to ride? If you want us to do that and you can put us up,
Knock, knock, knock.
hit us up. That'd be fun. We'll get there. So big announcement coming up next. Very good stuff so far. I am done with the blunders. I've got a few saved videos here from you. In fact, we've got Jeff McCosker had that down below, the Skip It, if you want to do that. That was cool to watch. I hadn't seen that one done before. Did you guys see this new one from Jeff? Holy hell, man. Now, before we play it, Belly, not yet. Did you see, you, the listener, there you are. Did you see this guy going off on why we call it the float life? Did you see this, Belly? I'm not going to name the guy, and I'm just paraphrasing, but it was a whole post that it was like, hey, why do we call it the float life? It's not like we're Marty McFly. There's no air between the board. We're literally on a tire. There's no floating being done. What's going on?
He's obviously never ridden before.
I mean, he's in their groups. You'd
He's
imagine
never
he
ridden
rides.
before. He doesn't know how it truly feels.
What is that, man? Like, I just don't get. He's like, and then his argument became, yo, what happens when we actually get? What happens when we actually get a real hoverboard? And Dean Botten comes through. And then what are we going to call it? Because Float Life is taken.
I'm going to bet on Elon Musk first.
Are you? He's just as bad. He's just as bad. Show me Jeff's new trick. I want to see this. This is good. This is called the Flip It. Or what is it? We'll do it. What the fuck was that? Do that again. Just click replay. Yes. I mean,
Whip it good.
that's pretty good, folks. Not gonna lie. Congratulations, Jeff McCosker. Nicely done. Thank you, sir.
He called it the Skip It.
The Skip It. That's what it is. Very good. Now, if you go back to the saved videos, I have another one that we can help name as a group. I thought that would be
That
fun.
was a throwback to a 90s classic toy game. Skip It.
Skip It?
Yeah, bro. You
Is
get
that
it
what
now?
he was doing?
You get it now?
Yeah, I get it.
Skip it.
Okay, very good. That's why Belly's here. Producer, that one. Can I have that? So now you guys can hopefully help us name this one from your boys over there at Wheel with Me. Belly's going to cue it up here from the beginning. We'll get that ready to go. And this is for us. We need to name this. Name this trick. If you have any ideas, pipe them into the social media lounge. Belly, just...
Oh, you can pop shove it.
I got it.
That was a pop shove it.
Look at this. A couple times here. I mean, what the hell is that? I'd like to call that not a stomp bonk, but a stunk.
Stonk.
I submit that that is called a stunk.
The stank.
A stomp bonk.
A stomp
A
bonk.
stunk.
A stonk.
Yes? One more time. Stunk. Anybody? Stonking it. I'm down. Man, this new camera setup. Really interesting over here. Okay, very good. So that was good. That is AJ Balanza posting Kyle on the... AJ is the cameraman. Kyle is the rider. They're the guys over at Wheel Fun Stuff, and they kick ass. They're really fun to watch.
They both ride really well. They got the skills that... almost the cameraman, like you were saying earlier, almost has to be like the better rider in some aspects
I
of
was
it.
not kidding. Every good rider needs an even better cameraman. So, Belly, if I could, we'll save a few for the end there, but I'd like to get into discussion with you for a minute, if I can. Yeah? So, it would be helpful if the listener can really, this is really with you guys, and I'm going to have this conversation through Belly to you, okay? And all I'm asking in this is that, and this is how we lead to our big announcement. Thanks for sticking around till the end for that. But this is just something I'd like to ask just for you to please listen. I'm not, you don't have to agree. I know that not everyone's going to agree on everything, and nobody's perfect, which is kind of where this is going. But all I ask is that you listen to this with an open mind. So this is, do that again. Hold on. Okay. Your mind's eye is open. So, Belly, Lamar Ball. You don't know where we're going with this, but you know who Lamar Ball is?
Yeah.
Father of Lonzo Ball. Lonzo
Big
Ball.
Baller Brand.
Big Baller Brand.
That was LeVar.
LeVar Ball. Thank you. Even better. LeVar Ball. Lamar Ball. Jesus. So LeVar Ball is the father of Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball came out of UCLA like 2 years ago. And he was, I don't know if he was a senior, but it was his last year in college, and his dad just kept mouthing off. I'm sure you guys know who I'm talking about if you're into sports at all.
Big Baller Brand.
Well, let me forward, yeah. But basically, yes, he then started mouthing off. He started this brand, Big Baller Brand, because only a big baller could afford it. It was like $500 for shoes. It was like $250 for slide-throughs. And then like they'd show up like 8 to 10 months later after you ordered them with 2 different sizes per shoe, 2 different types per right and left shoe. And like they just completely went under. But while this was all going down, his son was coming out of UCLA. He was going to the draft next year, and he kept saying outlandish things like, my kid is the best coming out of the draft. Like, I'll beat Jordan right now in a game of one-on-one, tagging Jordan.
It is the most publicized example of a helicopter sports parent, in my opinion.
And that's fair, because he was documented for just tearing apart AAU coaches and refs that his kid was on those teams. And so this is a habit of this guy, but only until basically his kid's last year in college. Then he just started like just ramping it up and saying crazy shit. And the crazier things he said, the more people would listen to him. Until all of a sudden ESPN goes, you know what would be a great idea? Let's put him on First Take. Let's put him next to Stephen A. Smith. And can you just maybe describe? I mean, basically, he is Stephen A. Smith, but just in dad version.
Well, it's that kind of midday sports talk that really, it's just the drivel of loud, obnoxious sounds, saying things to say them, and whether you believe them or not, it doesn't matter.
Just loud to be loud.
Yeah, it's literally what Copy was talking about earlier. It's tag headlines.
Right.
It's literally loud noises to draw attention.
Right. Now, what happened was once they had him on First Take, it was, and I'm going somewhere with this, and it has very much to do with Onewheels, and it's our announcement of the day. But what happened with this is that he went on to First Take, and then they got a massive spike in ratings. Everybody watched it. And then everybody the next day complained about it and were like, why am I watching somebody's fucking dad? Why am I watching somebody's dad? Why do I fucking care? That was mainly the idea of what came out, okay? Stay here with me. Stay here with me. Just don't, that's fine.
Got it.
So that was the main argument. And so what happened was then the producers of the show said, oh, okay, well, we like ratings boosts because we rake in cash. So let's have him on again. And then they got more ratings and more people mad about why you're having him on here. Why are you giving him the platform? And they're laughing, going, why are you letting us print money? This is amazing. It's programmer versus audience. That's the whole argument that I'm trying to get to here, okay? Eventually, he ended up, they said, okay, no more of this. People are done with it. And you haven't heard from him since. But I mean, it was to the point where his kid wasn't even going to be able to make a team because they were tired of how much his dad was talking. But the programmers wanted
somebody's dad going on national TV and calling out a professional basketball coach and
saying outlandish things.
Right? And organizations.
But every time he would say outlandish things, people would listen and watch just to comment and maybe to hate. But That's what you do as a programmer. The programmers won that battle. And all of us watching just to go, why am I watching? We're the sheep, if you will. Like, why are we doing this? Why are we feeding into this? The hosts of the ESPN program started to say, why are we having this guy on? Because the hosts and the programmers are two different thoughts. It's Howard Stern and pig vomit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
If anybody, you watch Private Parts, the movie. Yeah. The programmer and the host never are aligned.
They want two different things.
They want two different things. The host, as the show,
wants to do his show his way with his...
has an allegiance to its audience.
What he knows is good, and then the other one has an allegiance to the ratings.
To the ratings and the money to bring the money and keep this audience here and keep these mics on. Yep. So there's two, it's creative versus executive. And I'm here to tell you that I'm done being both. I can't do it anymore because this is what happened with Dean Botten. And I got very upset about this. I get very passionate about what happens to us when we have somebody on because everybody was talking about him. And then I see comments yesterday from somebody who says, oh, yeah, I heard about this show. The only one I ever watched was the Dean Botten episode, and I swore I'd never come back unless you promised to never do that to us again. My question to you is, why was that the only one you watched, dude?
Well, I mean, new customers walk in the door every day.
But this is what I'm saying. Programmer Adam over here is going, told ya, got you here somehow. That's programming, to have people who are interesting, who are being talked about, and who are in the mainframe. But no, maybe don't deserve the right to be on this show. But you know what? They're going to get the ratings. That's how a programmer thinks. Mm-hmm. Host Adam, me, halfway through that episode realized, oh shit, I fucked up to my audience. We have an allegiance to the audience, and this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know anything. He's just a noob who might even not really be all there. But likely he's got a kid and he's a dad, and I'm not gonna. I'm stuck because I'm not gonna rip this guy that I just invited on my show. I'm not gonna do that. But I kind of need to as an allegiance to my audience because fuck, that guy doesn't deserve to be on the show. Not yet. Come back and see us in 1,000 miles. And I'm not saying you can't be a new writer, but if you're going to claim the outlandish things, like you're going to, beeping for pushback? No, you're just a dad talking about his son. And that's where I can't do programming and host anymore. Because if somebody else had put him on this show, I would have been able to very easily been like, you know what, to be honest with you, dude, I appreciate you. It seems like you've been riding. I'm just going to go ahead and we'll talk to you in a little bit. And I would have bailed from that interview. But I felt bad doing it because I'm the one who's booking him. So, moving forward, I think it's going to be in everybody's best interest. I'm not saying you think you can do better. Come do it. I'm saying, honestly, kind of, do you think you can do this? I need help booking, and I will pay you to do it. Not a lot, but I will pay you per show to help us with booking and getting guests on here that you think are good for our show, that would be a good person or people to have on here that we can, A, either learn from, or B,
promoting something that is positive in the one wheel community.
Fine. Or C, they're interesting. You cannot tell me that Dean Botten, at the time we had him on the show, wasn't interesting. We still talk about him.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that wasn't not that show.
He's
but
almost an adjective.
He, as a person, he's its own enigma. You can't tell me that's not interesting. And so that's where the programming side of me came from. Let's get him on the show. But I realize as the host, like a host on ESPN, get him the fuck off our network. Why is he on our network?
In some aspect of this,
I get it.
In some aspect of this, I'd even bet that more newer writers know who Dean Botten is instead of what the voice of Onewheel is.
Which is crazy to me. And to see that guy, you handled it well, but to see that guy comment on our show, I hope you're watching today, dude. But honestly, you know, if you tune in for one show, I want you guys
always give people two chances.
Think of us like your drug dealers, okay? We're here to deal you a quick batch of Stoke butter every Tuesday. Now, sometimes you get a great bag, but every now and then you get a shitty bag of Stoke butter. And you know what? All right, but you still love Stoke butter, so you're going to come back to us next week because we continuously bring you Stoke. It's just maybe that one wasn't as good as most of the other ones will be. So I implore you to just, I know you're not going to think of it from, this is a me problem, but not anymore because I want to delegate. I want to empower some people to start joining our team. If you want to make a little bit of extra cash, and you think you have your pulse on who is interesting in the community, who should we learn from, who should we talk to, who is somebody that would be good to hear from, help us maybe plan these out a little bit further in advance. Yeah, I will throw you some dollars to do that. So if you are that person, hit us up. You can hit me at 571-354-7338. Leave us a voicemail. I'll schedule some interviews if there's more than one person. You kind of have to be right for this because it's not something that anybody can do. I hate doing it, and I need help. I need help, guys. I mean, I do. I've got a lot of things that are coming up here.
Get the side hustle on.
I think that'd be fun to get somebody else in to help us out a little bit.
And it can be a remote work as well.
Oh, you do it right from their own home. Do it when you need to.
No, you have to drive to DC every single day.
Just set us up with a guest or two that are relevant, interesting, and will be good for our show. And then I'll focus on getting them on here. But I need you to lock them down. And you'll I think that would be, if you think that would be fun, I will absolutely pay you to do that. Okay? Everybody good?
I'm good with that.
Okay, very good. What are these 3D printable Mario Kart fenders? You guys see this? I need this in my life, man. If you're listening on the podcast, it's just a fender that looks like a Koopa Troopa shell. The blue one with the spikes, which looks a little painful if I fell. Am I wrong?
Depends on what it's made of, man.
And the red one.
Maybe a soft foam.
That red one, if you're riding the red one, you just have to follow whoever is in front of you because it's a homing missile.
Yeah.
You just follow them wherever they go.
This one always goes for first.
Oh, that's true. That's
the
one
spike
knocks you
blue
out.
shell.
Yeah. That's good.
Green shell, you can bounce off the walls and like fall over, rattle around. I'm more of a green shell rider myself.
You're not a green shell guy. Are you really? Everybody's a red shell guy.
No, man, green shell. I like the sporadicness.
Wow, you're
Three
crazy.
green shells and pow, 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 pow.
Pow, pow, pow. What else you got? That's very good. Let's see what else you got up there.
We got today.
Not you're welcome. I don't need that, but I know you had some stuff for us. Yeah, I'd like to see that. What is this? You want to set it up? Alex Laputra sent us something?
Yeah, Alex Laputra. He didn't send it to us. I noticed this video. He posted it a couple of days ago, but it's one of those really good videos. If you haven't seen it yet, it's on his YouTube channel at Alex Laputra. And it's just a ride that they went through the Smoky Mountains. It's just a great chill music and relaxing kind of vibe that you can kind of just get down on the float, have a great day, and zen out. Get some yoga in, stretch. Just like Jamie Bryan said, get that blood flowing. And
Where are they? Did we know this?
the Smoky Mountains.
Okay. Let's watch this for a little bit. I mean, I like watching videos of other riders. It's tough when you're just watching like a wheel. You know, like I never can get the right angle when I'm by myself. But videos like this, I could just nerd out on all day.
Those cruise rides.
So if you're in the social media lounge, we'll hang out for a few more minutes while we watch this. If there's anything you'd like to ask us, if there's anything you'd like to pump in for the show today, this is where we'll let you guys go ahead. So fire in anything to the social media lounge in the next 2 minutes. If you have questions for us, if you have anything that you want us to discuss for the last few minutes of the show, fire away. Otherwise, we're just kicking back and watching a little bit of this video from Alex Laputra.
That was a nice little wave from the motorcycle riders.
Yeah, I like that.
Little parked on the side.
I did like that. From the social media lounge, according to the OWOG, nobody wants to see your face when you ride or your titties.
Lies and slander. Belly out.
You saw that one, right?
No.
Oh, man. I don't want to do that. I can't do that in 2 minutes. I got all kinds of feelings about that one.
All the fields.
I mean, a woman posted a video with just, God, her boobs were in the frame, and then it just caused all kinds of just terrible comments. And it's just not great. As soon as you said ask any questions, my mind went blank, says Billy. That's okay. That's pretty much what happens when you get put on the spot. But I'm here for you guys. We're glad that you're here. Chris Richardson says, I still stand by my belief that Dean is Parker Tony Canadian Dave. Parker Steck says same here.
Too many cousins.
So many people.
Parker's got too many. He's a big family man.
I know,
I hear.
He really is. So, Billy, you've been riding a little bit. What's going on with you, man?
Not much. I'm getting excited for the warmer weather. That ride on Sunday was that ride on 2 Sundays ago because I missed last show was super amazing. Shout out to all the DMV crew that I missed shouting out last week. Because, I mean, what a fun just day to get out there. And, I mean, to see that many riders, I mean, of course, it's a different aspect when you're seeing it in, like, your hometown area. And like you said, it's a great way to take in the city and get out there.
Was it different for you? Like, did you, for me, it's a different experience, finally. I've lived in the city my whole life, but just getting to ride through it was very much different.
Yeah, I mean, it's the way to take in the city, in all honesty. In fact, it's a way to take in a lot of things. We've talked about it before, how it expands your range, but it also expands beyond that because you're seeing so many things in this different perspective and viewpoint that you may not have noticed you definitely don't notice on your drives because you're either going too fast or you're too locked into your phone when you shouldn't be, or you're too into something else. You definitely don't see these parts when you're on a drive instead of it. So the aspect of seeing the city in that like mindset and seeing so much of it in one day and the range that it takes you out of, where you're out at a point to all the way to the Capitol building, to downtown at the Union Station, like you see this area and it changes your whole perspective.
There's so much cool stuff around, and you don't ever get to just go explore until you're just riding around on a one wheel, and it's just like, my god.
I'm bringing my one wheel, so I'm going to North Carolina this weekend.
Yeah.
I got to bring the one wheel down to see like what I can ride and where I can ride, and when I go down to visit my parents, like
new places are fun
to do.
New places are fun, but I implore you, if you have a chance to ever go back to your hometown where you grew up as a kid and ride your one wheel around, it is.
All the old sidewalks,
all the feels come back, man.
All the old sidewalks you used to go down, all the parks you used to play at, all the neighborhoods and houses, your buddies' friends' houses you used to go by.
So good.
That's where you want to be.
So that'll be you riding around in North Carolina in your new environment where your parents just bought a house. But if you do have a chance to go back to your childhood home and just ride around a little bit where you used to ride bikes as a kid, man, there's just nothing better. So we got to get out of here. This has been fun show today. So Belly, get us out, man. What do we got?
Thank you to Amanda Thompson and Jamie Bryan for coming on to the show today, sharing their extensive and wonderful knowledge. They are two bright spots in this wonderful community, and we thank you always and forever. She loves me.
One woman, one wheel loves us, says those shirts. Yes, thank you guys for all being here today. Thanks for spending another hour with us. We came at you on a Wednesday today. We'll be back to Tuesday next week. It's been fun. We've done a lot. We've put our foot in our mouth. We've talked to two wonderful riders, all three if you really want to count it. And I'm telling you, if you get a chance to go out there and snowboard while it's a little bit wet and damp out there, man, please do it, because I tell you, your muscles have been training for this like you've been doing it every day. You have been. You've been riding your one wheel. Belly, come with me.
I got to try it.
We got to go.
I got to try it.
See you, folks. We're out of here. We'll see you on the Patrons Only podcast, yes?
Yeah.
This week on patreon.com. See you over there, folks. Have a good day. It's Belly and Luch, voice of the one wheel, TTR Studios.